Imagine this. You park your car with your wife and kids, and when you come back, two of your tires are slashed flat. No note. No apology. Just a spoiled rich kid in a BMW thinking he can ruin your night and walk away like nothing happened. But here's the thing. He messed with the wrong guy, because 2 years later, after endless calls, court dates, and lawyers trying to buy me off, he was the one begging for mercy. If you've ever dreamed of seeing karma hit someone right where it hurts, smash that like button and subscribe. Today's story isn't just about slashed tires. It's about patience, persistence, and one of the most satisfying courtroom victories you'll ever hear. It was supposed to be an ordinary family outing. My wife, my kids, and I pulled into a busy parking lot, and right away I noticed something. There was just one spot left, except it wasn't really free. A flashy BMW had been nosed in way too far, stealing the space. The kind of selfish parking job that screams, "I'm more important than everyone else here." I talked to the attendant. She shrugged and told me, "That's the last spot, sir. The system counts capacity automatically. You'll have to squeeze in." So I did, inch by inch, carefully guiding my car into that impossible space. My mirrors barely fit. I had to crawl over to the passenger side just to get out. Annoying? Yes, but manageable. At least that's what I thought. Hours later, when we came back to leave, the BMW was gone. But so were two of my tires, completely flat. Not just bad luck, not just a nail on the road. No, this was deliberate. My gut twisted with that sinking, sick feeling. Someone did this on purpose. I remember standing there, staring at the rubber sagging into the pavement, my fists clenching so hard my nails dug into my palms. My wife looked at me, worried. My kids didn't fully understand, but they could see something was wrong. I felt powerless, humiliated, like some arrogant stranger had decided my time, my family, my dignity meant nothing. That was the exact moment I decided, no, he doesn't get to win. I called the parking attendant back over. She saw it too, shook her head, and immediately called her manager. The manager promised to send help within the hour, but I wasn't letting this go. Not this time. I called the police right there, on the spot. I asked the manager for security footage. Of course, he gave me the classic runaround. "Sorry, sir, we can't release video without an official police complaint." Fine. I filed one on the spot. That was step one. The mechanic eventually showed up, refilled my tires, and I drove home. But inside, I was burning. The grind. Months of persistence. And this is where most people would have stopped. Fix the tires, curse the jerk, and move on. But me, I couldn't. For weeks, I chased the parking company, called, emailed, showed up, and for 3 months, they stalled me. First, they sent police the wrong camera angle, then the right camera, but the wrong time frame. Over and over, wasting time. But I didn't quit, because I knew if I had that footage, I had him. Finally, after 3 long months, the police got the full video. And there it was, crystal clear. The BMW driver, walking up to my car, gesturing angrily, kneeling down, and with smug precision deflating my tires. Caught. Red-handed. The pressure campaign. The police upgraded my complaint from a generic report to criminal vandalism. From that point forward, it was a slow, grinding legal process. Months later, I got a letter. Arbitration. A nice way of saying, let's keep this quiet and make it go away. I refused. I wasn't going to let this spoiled punk wriggle off the hook. That's when the call started. Lawyers paid for by his daddy started ringing me up, making offers. Be reasonable. Don't let this go too far. He's just a kid who made a mistake. At first, a few $1,000s, then more. Each time I said no. And each time I made sure to amend it to the official case file, so the court could see exactly how desperate they were to buy their way out. This dragged on for almost 2 years. Every couple of months, another call, another offer, another chance to settle quietly, and every single time, I refused. The courtroom showdown. Finally, the day came, almost 2 years later. Court. I walked in with my lawyer. Across the room sat the BMW driver, Martin. Smug, arrogant, but nervous. His daddy was beside him, lawyer at the ready. They made one final offer before proceedings started. I turned it down without hesitation. Then the judge called us in. It didn't take long. The video was damning. You could see Martin strut up, wave his arms in anger, crouch, and deliberately let the air out of both tires. Crystal clear, no excuses. The defense tried to spin it. He was upset. It was a mistake. He's a good kid from a good family. But the evidence was undeniable. The gavel came down. Guilty. The verdict? 50 days fine at 50% wage. About $1,700 plus 90 days of home arrest. The courtroom buzzed. Martin looked stunned. His dad looked furious, and me? I felt relief. After 2 years of grinding persistence, justice finally landed. The final blow. They tried to appeal, thrown out. And then, just last week, I got the final notice. The verdict was official. No escape. The court gave them a deadline to pay me. October 10th, miss it, and his cushy home arrest turns into jail time. And guess what? The call came yesterday. They wanted my bank details. The money hit my account today. So on Monday, I'll officially report payment received. Case closed. And here's the cherry on top. Martin's University doesn't accept home arrest as an excuse. He's going to lose all his credits this semester. 2 years ago, he thought it was funny. Thought he could humiliate a father in front of his family, waste my time, and strut away untouched. Today, he's under home arrest. His wallet's lighter. His education's derailed. And me? I'm driving away with all 4 tires fully inflated. And the sweet satisfaction that persistence crushed privilege. Sometimes revenge isn't quick. Sometimes it's not flashy. Sometimes it's just about holding the line, refusing to be bullied, and watching karma work its slow, steady magic. Martin learned the hard way. When you mess with the wrong person, even the smallest act of arrogance can cost you dearly. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and drop a comment. What's the most satisfying act of justice you've ever seen? And of course, subscribe for more revenge stories that prove karma never misses. Until next time, stay sharp, stay strong, and remember, patience is the ultimate weapon.